number 5 of breakthrough energy blocks to attract life abundance. My name is Hessa Bojuna, and this video is all about breaking the cycle. If you haven't watched any of the past videos, video number 1 to 4 of this challenge yet, I highly suggest, I highly encourage you to go back and watch it after you watch this one, of course. In those videos, we went over how in our lives, how maybe in your life right now, past experience has been some sort of past experience or whether it was minor or major events in your life that are still kind of affecting you or really guiding the way that you are showing up in your life, the way that you are actually having a harder time attracting abundance in your life. It was really healing for so many of you. Thank you so much for participating. So many of you found release from your body, from your energetic system, from events that you actually didn't think was still that was still having kind of a hold over you, and much clarity came from there, and you release and you let go, and now it is time to start new and to create new. And this is what this video is all about, right? So no matter what past experiences you have had, in my own personal experience now, no matter what it has been, we all, you, me, we all have the ability to create anything that we want to create, right? If we have the tools, and also if we follow certain steps that will make us get there. Of course, anybody can have their own steps, and for me, I'm just sharing the ones that I know that are super effective. These same steps in combination with tapping into my own energetic system, accumulating enough energy towards my goals all the time, in combination with that, have really helped me break a lot of cycles in my life. They have helped me rewrite a lot of stories, right? I can officially say that I am no longer shy. I'm able to do all this now from me being super shy before. Like really thanks to the same things that I'm going to share with you here, I'm able now to literally, like, this is how, like, I decided. It's so funny because I was just talking about that earlier in a class, how this is how I actually came up with one retreat that I do like regularly in Sedona. This is how the idea came to me. One day I was like, oh, it would be so nice to do that, and then the wheels just kept going, and then before I knew it, within just months, I was hosting that event in Sedona, and there were people coming from across the world to participate in that event. Same thing with even how I grow my business, because way in the past there was no way I could have believed that it was possible for me, and then there was a time when I thought it was possible for me, and I thought I knew the law of attraction, and I thought, of course, if I decide and if I choose, blah blah blah, and it wasn't working out. And because it wasn't working out because I was depleted of energy, that's when I also learned the element of energy, and how when I am all charged up, it makes it so much easier, and when I'm completely depleted of energy, no matter how hard I try, it was so hard to materialize. And so I'm going to share the step-by-steps with you here in the videos, in this video, and I hope that you do practice it, and that and I often get messages from either YouTube or from my email list of a lot of people that said to me that they are applying this and they see a lot of changes in their lives. I hope that you get to experience this for yourself. I hope that if you are feeling like you've been caught in a cycle, you've been trying to create your life in a certain way, you you've been trying to create maybe life abundance or money abundance in your life, or no matter what other kind of abundance you've been wanting to create in your life and it feels stuck, this is one way that can actually help you break through the cycle, right? And the beautiful part of this is that when you break the cycle, again, a lot of this is probably from past experiences, whatever was given to you from your parents, not that we're blaming them or anything, nothing like that at all. Like what we knew, what we experienced, right? And oftentimes we actually give that, we kind of relay that to our children. But once you change your story, once you rewrite your story, then you really hand a new story. You break the cycle, not just for yourself, but also for your children and also for your children's children, and so on and so forth. And so here we go. I'm going to share the step-by-step. I perceive it now, that the way that I see it, even like when we look at it from the perspective of the law of attraction, it makes so much sense, right? Even the law of attraction says like our thoughts become things, but through energy, through action, and through energy. And so the way that I am going to explain this, I break it into two parts, right? There is one part for manifestation. The one part is all about cultivating your energy. It's all about accumulating magnetic energy inside of your gut area, inside of your what is commonly called your second energy center, your second chakra, right? What's commonly called that. I went my whole entire life not knowing anything about this, and once I discovered it, I actually realized there are some people that innately, naturally have lots of energy in the lower abdomen, in the second chakra. And for me, I was completely depleted. Actually, my whole entire life, like I was so depleted. And how it shows up, like if you are in that condition, depleted in that condition, how it often shows up in your body is your inability to manifest, literally your inability to materialize your dreams into the physical realm. What does that mean really? It actually completely makes sense. When we are depleted in that area, what often happens will be you might feel very unfocused. You might feel like you maybe start like action tasks right here and there, and you are not able to complete them. You're very distracted. You have lots of wonderful ideas, but for some reason you start this one and then you drop it. You start another one and then you drop it, and then none of it actually comes to fruition because you are not able to complete them, right? That's one sign. For me, it was like a big deal. I was so distracted, and I had beautiful, like sacred ideas, beautiful ideas, but I just simply didn't have enough energy to even either like take action, or I was exhausted when I was taking action, or when I was taking action, I didn't have enough focused energy. My energy wasn't focused enough on what I wanted to create for me to materialize that in my life. And the other way it showed up personally in my even physically in my body. Back then, of course, I didn't know. Now it's like, oh my god, of course, now that I know, of course. That's why it was so hard, because these were just signs of my body being depleted of magnetic energy. And for me, for a long time, I had lots of yeast infection. There was a time where like every single month I was having some sort of a bladder infection and yeast infection, and I was on they were changing antibiotics here and there, and all the time. Other signs of that will be like I used to have hemorrhoids too, especially after I had each time I've had my kids, I've had some sort of, or maybe for just one kid. My second one, after I had him, I had hemorrhoids, lower backache, right? Because actually pregnancy is one of those things that also depletes you of your magnetic energy. And if you don't know how to recharge it, then like you might feel yourself in states where like you maybe like don't have much joy, you feel very distracted, you can't feel focused, and so on and so forth, and you cannot manifest because you actually don't have the power to attract. Right? No matter how much you know the law of attraction, it's like if your magnet is too small, it may not be able to attract what it is that you are wanting to attract. At the same time, if your magnet is big enough and your thoughts, right, your mind is not aligned, or your mind is, distracted and thinking about all these different things, or changing your mind from A to B to C, then your energy is being scattered all over, and it's like laser focused towards one thing, which makes it so much harder to manifest. So how do we bring that into practicality? Number one, at the end of this video, by the way, I'm going to share with you one exercise to activate and accumulate energy in your lower abdomen. This is a very basic one. In my energy immersion class that I host weekly with all the members. This is something that we work on actually actively every single week, because we know it is our goal, right? It's such a treasure for us to be able to accumulate that energy, our magnetic energy, because with that energy we can create. With that energy we can focus on what we want to attract, and then attract that and create that in our lives through our actions, through also managing our emotions well, because it actually does impact how you're able to manage your emotions around the particular topics of what you want to create. So at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you one of the basic exercises to really feel and activate and feel and accumulate energy in your lower abdomen. So with that said, that is the first part, right? That is the first part, and it's a major part, and it's such an important part of manifestation. The second part is having the ability to guide your mind, to guide your thoughts, having the ability to have your emotions, your thoughts, your action, your habits being aligned with what it is that you are wanting to create. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to break it into specific steps that you can take to actually make sure that you are directing your actions towards or that you are directing your energy towards what you want to create, towards the abundance that you want to create in your life. Because at the end of the day, it's very basic thing is our thoughts, our emotions, our habits, right? In combination with our energy, how much energy we have accumulated we have accumulated, all that combined together creates our reality. That's it, period, right? So now how do we do this? Step number one is one step that, oh my God, like I used to have such a hard time with because of everything that we associate with it. We associate like, what if I fail? What if, we try to avoid it. For me, for the longest time, I tried to avoid this step at all costs. What is this step? Is deciding and choosing exactly what it is that you want to create. There's something about the brain. This is how I look at it. It's like our brain is always waiting for us. Tell me what you want to create. Tell me what you want, or the universe, whatever you want to call it. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. What do you truly want, right? It's not, I want this, but it's not like that. What do you want? Even though I don't know, even though you may not know how to create it, right? Really, sincerely, just like decide. decide what you want, right? Which means that if my goal doesn't really become reality, it doesn't mean that I'm a failure, it doesn't mean that I'm a bad person, it doesn't mean anything like that. The reason why, in my experience, for me personally, the reason why for the longest time I was avoiding having to decide, having to choose what it is that I wanted to create in my life was because what if I say that I'm going to do it, then it doesn't happen, then I'm going to feel bad about myself, that I'm going to feel like a failure, then other people are going to say XYZ about me, right? But what if it doesn't matter? What if you decide to make it that no matter what, I'm just giving this suggestion to my brain that this is something that I really want to create in my life, that even though I don't know how it's going to happen, I have decided, even though I have all these like noises from the past. I say, oh, maybe you said you were going to do this before, you never did, you such blah blah, all these voices from the past that you may be hearing. What if you can say, even though all that is, even though I may even fail, I still decide, I still choose. And if I feel bad, I'm going to manage it, I'm going to care for myself, I'm going to guide myself through it, I'm going to work through it, and so on and so forth. One of the biggest things that for me, that used to be such a big deal for me, is avoiding emotions, avoiding facing myself, avoidance. That's one powerful way of leaking all of your energy, right? And so step number one is choice, deciding, right? Deciding this month, this is what I want to create in my life, right? This month, this is what I want to attract in my business. This month, this is what I am opening myself up to receive, right? That's step number one, is choosing and deciding. Now, step number two is clarifying why you want to create that in your life, right? I would highly suggest you, like when you have a choice for, like a choice for me now, a choice every month, a choice every week, what you decide, a goal, a vision every month, every week. If you do that consistently, continuously, you will be amazed, like who you will be 3 months from now, 6 months from now, because it will give you the ability to face yourself every single time, right? Now, step number two, why do I want what I want, right? It can be for any reason. It can be for maybe paying bills, right? It can be for going on vacation. It can be for because I want my soul to thrive. It can be for because I want to be enlightened, whatever, right? It can be because I just want to enjoy that time at the beach. It can be for any reason, right? Why do you want to create? What's the why behind it, right? Why do you want that vision? Why did you choose? Did you decide for that vision for this month? What I have found is it's one thing to say I want to, even like income wise in business, it's one thing to say, oh, I want this income in my business, but it's another thing to say, oh, I want this income in my business because it will allow me to have more freedom. It will allow me to travel, right? Or to pay for my son's something, or for me to go to the spa, right? Or it will allow me to pay for more team members so that I can have more freedom in my life, or it will allow me to host a retreat, right? It will allow me to grow my business, to reach more people with my message and stuff like that. So there's a big difference to just say, oh, this is the income that I want, and then just leave it alone. Between that and writing down, this is the income that I want, this is my vision for the month. Why do I want that vision, right? And when you list everything, even your body starts singing with you, right? And your brain gets like in alignment with you, and so on and so forth, right? Now let's go to step number 3. Step number 3 is own your choice, own your decision, right? Quite often when new members join Energy Immersion Circle, quite often we'll do like, what's your goal, what's your vision, and stuff like that. So especially like later on, after they've been around for a while, they know that it's a safe space, and they get to share, they get to have that platform where they can openly share their goals and vision and get supported that way. But oftentimes new members or new participants, you can see, I used to be like that too, right? Them feeling shy, how they will be like, what's your goal? And they wouldn't want to say it. Why? Because they a lot of times feel like maybe if I say it, other people are going to say you are dreaming too much, or that's way out of hand. Why are you doing like dreaming too big? So they're going to kind of shrink it. I actually remember this was last year. I was I was taking a training myself, and one of the things that the trainer asked us, I was going to follow this, the trainer asked us, what's your vision? And at the time, one of the things that was very, very exciting to me was, I feel like I want to create, like have 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. But like I wrote it down. Initially I wrote it down, and the trainer said, would you please share? And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to share. And I said, so like eventually I shared with the trainer that it's because I feel like if I say that out loud, everybody here is going to judge me and say, you're thinking too big, Tehessa, and stuff like that. But eventually I owned it, right? I owned, yes, I do want 100,000 subscribers on my channel within the next year, right? I own it, and it's one of my vision, and it's on my vision board, and so on and so forth, right? So that's step number 3. Now step number 4. Step number 4 is keep on changing mind, right? Keep on changing mind. Quite often when we decide this is what I want to create, this is what I want to attract, this is what I'm opening myself up to attract, this is about really active creation, right? We have to take action, we have to do this, right? Step by step. Oftentimes we have to face ourselves, oftentimes we have to face our own fears, oftentimes we have to face our own limitations. And those are often the times where we decide, oh, let me change my mind, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, or maybe this wasn't the wisest choice, and so on and so forth. But in reality, it is just us having to face, right? There's no going around it. We have to face ourselves, right? We have to face our limitation, and through facing our limitation, we become a new person, right? We become a more evolved, if you want to use that word, a more evolved person, because that is part of the process, and that's actually the process. The process of having a goal, having a vision, is who we become, is how we become closer to who we truly are, right? The brightest part of who we are. But if we try to avoid the limitations, and if we try to avoid facing ourselves, it just doesn't happen, right? Oftentimes what I find is, quite often there aren't that many shortcuts, right? Eventually we are going to have to face our own limitations. Eventually we are going to have to break through, right? But the moment that we face it and we create a new story for ourselves, we have broken the cycle, right? The moment that like if you were shy, and then or if, for example, you had a hard time creating one particular thing, and then you were stuck in that thought that I can't create it, I cannot create it, and then you face yourself, no matter what the challenge was that was really limiting you, like the behavior, like not like no matter what the thought patterns was, or no matter what the like emotion patterns or the habits that were keeping you stuck in where you were, once you actually change them, once you face yourself and break to the other side of it, then you are no longer thinking, oh, I cannot do it, because you've done it, because you've experienced it, because you created new information in your brain, because you created new information in your brain. So how are some of the ways that you can keep yourself unchanging mind, right? You can keep like really focusing on your goal, on your vision, without like changing your mind all the time. One of the ways that I know that is also very powerful is scripting, for example, like journaling or scripting, where like I have a video here on my channel. It's the 55 by 5 method, which is just about journaling and scripting. It's like literally imprinting one particular information or affirmation in your brain over and over and over again. I'll put a video around here somewhere for you to access it later, and that is one powerful way to actually do it, right? And in that video that I just talked about, that I created, I infused scripting 55 by 5 with like energy. That's my own version of it. How do I utilize the power of energy to actually use scripting, right, to make my vision, my goals become a reality faster, right? And when I do that, literally, like you can feel your energy system, like where like you believe, right? You start believing, oh, this is possible for me. I can do this, and so on and so forth, right? And so that's it. Of course, in Energy Immersion Circle, I share so much more. I share like different ways, and I actually give you a platform, a support, weekly support, where like you not only get support from me, also you get the sharing on like of the group to reach your goals, and also to go for them and feel centered and manage your emotions well and take action, and so on and so forth. So that said, again, that's just one way. There are so many different ways. There are super powerful ways. But as I said at the beginning of this video, I am now going to share with you one way to activate energy in your lower abdomen, and also accumulate energy in your lower abdomen. The principle is simple. The energy principle is simple, right? Through two principles, or maybe it's the same principle. Where your mind goes, energy flows. Where your mind goes, energy flows. Where energy flows consistently, continuously, energy accumulates, and where energy accumulates, creation happens. Period, right? So now with that said, when the first one, the exercise I'm going to share with you is first step is activating your lower abdomen energy. Second step is by putting your mind in your lower abdomen to feel the energy in your lower abdomen. And by staying there, you can start feeling how not only your energy there in your and that energy center is activating, but also you can feel the heat, the warmth. You can also feel the magnetic sensation of the energy being accumulated in that container of energy. All right, so if you're ready, let's get started. I'm going to show you exactly how. So here's my belly button. 2 inches below your belly button is your lower abdomen, right? Your lower abdomen energy center. You can make a fist. If you're pregnant, of course, do not do this exercise. Make a fist and just simply tap 2 inches below your belly button. Simply tap 2 inches below your belly button. Relax your neck and shoulders. Exhale out through your mouth. By tapping here, have your mind, even your eye gaze looking downward, and feel your lower abdomen activating. As you're doing this, you can feel your lower abdomen. As you're doing this, your lower abdomen may start feeling a little bit warm, and as you keep going, you will start feeling warmer and warmer, right? And this point activates, right, the part of your brain where you can feel your true being, your brightness. Tap just for about 5 minutes. You can tap for about 5 minutes. Alright, in this video I'm just going to do the quick demo for you, but you can tap 5-10 minutes, long enough for you to start feeling release from your body, start feeling more relaxed in your body, and to start feeling warmth in your body. And then once you tap for 5 to 10 minutes, then bring your hands right there below, close to your lower abdomen. Then feel the space between your hands and your lower abdomen. And as you breathe in and breathe out, feel the energy sensation between your hand and your lower abdomen. You may feel tingling, you may feel vibration, you may feel like warm sensation or magnetic sensation. And then just keep here. And breathing in and out. And breathing in and out. As you keep breathing in and out, and with your mind in that area, energy naturally starts to flow in your lower abdomen and starts to accumulate. Your whole body starts feeling more relaxed. You can do this sitting down, you can do this standing up. It's all your choice. And you can do this for as long as you wish. And once you're done, you can rub your lower abdomen, and then from that space you can write. From that space you can write what you're creating, what you're opening yourself up to create, what you're choosing, and so on and so forth. So that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you in this video. Through your energy, tapping into your energy for creation is such a powerful way for manifestation. That has been my experience. It has been the experience of so many that have now practiced this. And if you are interested in experiencing more and taking this deeper, please check out the link below this video about Energy Immersion Circle. We'll be so happy to welcome you into our circle. With that said, thank you so much for watching this video. Please share with whomever you feel this may be beneficial to. Subscribe to the channel for more to come very soon. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the videos that I post, especially if you liked this one. And of course, I am on Instagram as Tehesa B, and you can also find me on Facebook under Tehesa Pujuna. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Kisses.